Today is November 12th, 2024. It is 6 o'clock. We are calling the Board of Health to order. First up on the agenda is the acceptance of prior meeting minutes for October 8th. Do I have a motion to accept?
Through the chair, I'd like to make a motion that we accept prior meeting minutes of October 8th, 2024.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
New business. Usually comes after old business, I believe. Is there anything for new business?
You want to bring us up now about Molly? on the
Yeah,
phone?
sure, go ahead.
Through you, Mr. Chairman, to the rest of the board, Jamie Rice, who was a regional inspector, had to leave for a family emergency, so she had to resign. We did end up, through the coalition, finding Molly. Her real name is, I can't even say it. I know her only as Molly. But anyway, she ended up being, she worked as a health agent in Sturbridge full-time, was leaving and was going to accept a job in Webster. So before she accepted it, she decided to apply here and negotiate. We did a round of applications. And she's highly qualified, and the five towns felt that she was the best candidate. I know it's the fourth candidate, it's been a lot, but Jamie was doing a good job, but she had to leave. No one can forecast something like that to happen to you. And we'll miss her, but Molly have been working in Sturbridge for the Sturbridge Board of Health, and Linda is glad that we grabbed her because she already had someone else leave, and now with Molly leaving, Molly can actually fill in at Sturbridge until they get up to full capacity and find some. The problem is they don't pay enough in Sturbridge. It's going to be very difficult for them to find another inspector. So Molly will cover them through the coalition and be a regional inspector still. But at the same time, I think we'd be very lucky to have her, and she came available. So we're bringing the president, before the board, because she cannot work without approval of the board in all five towns. So I know Sturbridge is fine. Linda, I spoke to her, but certainly the key one is this board. She'll have a desk here, but she'll be in Sturbridge at her other desk there, not really in our office, maybe one day a week. So if the board has any questions.
Yes, Matt, go ahead.
So, it's just a formality, but we have this under new business. Can we actually put that as other business unknown at the time of the posting?
I think we should.
Is that
Sure.
okay?
Yes.
That's where it belongs.
That's
It's
where it
not.
belongs. I thought we had it on here, and
We had already posted it, so it was.
yeah, we should. You're right, Matt, because there already something was sent around about making sure that when you
Yeah.
post your meetings, that it's in the when you speak about it, it's in the appropriate column.
Right, and it's time sensitive, so I have no problem on discussing it. I feel
Yep.
it's relevant to talk about. I just dotting I's and crossing T's.
She'd like to talk to you. So if you want to change it to that line, where discussion under what you just stated,
Other business?
other business,
Yeah.
unknown at the time of the posting. Can I get her on the phone? She'd like to talk to everybody.
That's fine with me.
Yeah, for when we get to the other one, you mean?
When we get to it at the time.
Yes.
We can do it now.
What difference does it make?
Yeah, as long as you moved it up. Yeah.
We can do it now as long as that's what, technically,
Other-
that's what
oh,
we're talking
okay.
about.
We're
So
under the
that-
right section, because you did note about the time of the posting, because we
Right.
hired her in
Yeah.
between.
And I just found out about it now, so
Yeah, we
that's
can,
good.
we can
So
continue
under-
talking about it.
Yeah, if you think
She
she's...
apologizes. She already this is a pre-planned trip, and with your permission, Mr. Chairman, I would give her a buzz.
Sure. Go ahead.
Need to see that, Steve? Leave that with you, John.
Thanks.
Hello?
Hi, Molly. You'll have you on speaker before the Charlton Board of Health, which is
Hi.
being filmed. So they'd like to talk to you. Go ahead, Molly.
Hi, Molly. This is John
Hi, how are
Sanborn.
you?
John Sanborn, Chairman, Board of Health. We also have Matt Gagner and Steve Zabeska here. And Jim has filled us in a little bit about what's going on. We understand that you have some good experience working with Sturbridge Board of Health for the past 2 years. And you're qualified for this. I'll go ahead and let you speak unless the board members want to interject here. Go ahead.
Tell them how good you are, Molly.
Sorry, say that again?
Tell them how good you are.
So I've been working for the Sturbridge Board of Health for, I think, a little over 2 years now. I conduct routine health inspections as well as assist in the office and then do extra training. I have completed 7 different FDA food code trainings and am currently studying for my CPFS exam that I hopefully will be able to take in December.
Good.
Before working in Sturbridge, I have a culinary background. I attended culinary school. I was a line cook, and then I moved from Florida to to Connecticut. So I was a restaurant manager in Connecticut as well.
Good. Sounds good. And I understand Linda is sorry to see you leave Sturbridge, but if you do get this job and take it, and all works out, then you'll still be able to have some time with Sturbridge dealing with some of the stuff there. So that's good.
Yeah, that was important to me too. I definitely feel a huge sense of community in Sturbridge, and I've made a lot of great connections. So I definitely don't want to leave that, which is why the Charlton Coalition for Public Health is so enticing, because I can progress in my career, which I'm always striving to do, and still being a part of a great community, and now extending that.
Good. So Jim, what else do we have to do here?
Like I said, Molly's very experienced, but there are requirements being part of the coalition that she is going to have to train for, as Kim is doing at the same time, to assure that all the coalitions, that everyone's trained at the same level and everyone's of equal training and abilities. So she's well on her way for that. Kim is actually away on a training seminar for 2 days in Springfield, MHOA conference, and that's something that she'll be doing also, and taking her certified health officer and stuff like that. But she's going to be a big asset because she's already experienced and help Sturbridge right away, and there's no other people that have come in had to really earn the trust of Sturbridge and other communities before they allow them to go out, and I think that's something that she could just hit the ground running for them.
Yeah.
So I strongly recommend to her, but you guys are the appointing authority, and no one can work or do inspections without first being approved by all 5 boards of health.
Mhm.
So especially first this board. So
Okay. Matt, Steve?
Do we need to make a motion to accept, to appoint?
Oh, I would think so, yes.
Yeah, so is that what the action is, that,
yeah, and there's a signature for the chair for the job. That human resources is it there?
so personally, John, I'm good with it. If Molly's up for the task, then she can have at it. I'm good with it, so I have no questions.
It's right here, John.
Oh, all right.
I apologize.
That's all right. Steve, anything from you on this?
No, I'm good with it.
Okay.
That's what I like to hear.
Through the chair, I'd like to make a motion that we accept, I'm gonna attempt your
Your-
real name, but hold on, is it, Matalise?
Mary Elise.
Okay.
Close.
Mary
It's a
Elise.
tough one.
All
Yeah.
right. I make a motion that we appoint Mary Elise Tuller to be the representative for the coalition,
Regional inspector.
Regional inspector.
regional inspector for the coalition.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Molly, it looks like you're approved as far as we're concerned.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Thank you, Molly. And,
Looking forward to it.
well, certainly, probably the next meeting when you're on board, you should probably come to the next meeting so you can meet everyone in person.
Okay.
And we'll
Sounds
get you.
good to me.
And thank you for calling in, and hopefully having a good time in Florida.
Yeah, it's been a blast so far.
We'll enjoy
It's been
it.
a great time.
Never a
Thank
dull
you.
moment.
Well, congratulations, Molly, and welcome aboard.
Thank you. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. This is, I almost signed this, and then it's like, this is for
Think you
her to
got another
sign to
call.
accept it through.
Oh, is
I
it?
think you got a call
Town.
coming.
Yeah.
You missed the call. Because the screen lit up here a second
I think I
ago.
read it because I saw a signature and I was just getting the pen out. I was like, whoops,
You missed something?
nope.
I get 9,000 things a day.
I just saw the screen light up. So
Yeah,
I knew-
our message came in.
So Jim, there's nothing for me to sign on that. That's for her signature.
I believe, is there something for the board? No. It's
No.
for me and her to sign. Well, that's what it has to go to Human Resources.
And
You
that's-
definitely should see that.
Yes.
Yes.
The
Yes.
minutes, the
So
minutes
it's
will be,
Yeah, and the minutes will be
okay.
reflected. And Matt is right. I'm glad you spoke up, Matt, because we've just been not warned, but an email went out from Andrew's office to make sure that when your meetings, when you speak about something, it's in the appropriate manner and done in an appropriate way. In other words, unknown at the time of the posting because it's not on there. And yet we spoke about it, so thank you for
Yeah, no problem.
bringing that up at the right time. So
That's keeping
we
us
certainly want to
on the
do
line.
things in the proper way.
All right.
Thank you.
Nothing else for new business, I take it? We'll go to old business.
So I don't-
The first item for old business is the official approval of the well variance for 234A Partridge Hill Road. We did accept this at the October 8th meeting, but we didn't vote on it, I guess, officially, so we do need to vote, the official vote.
You proved it, but
I
Approved
thought
it.
we voted on it.
nobody
I
made
was
a
the-
motion to
nobody
accept
made a
it.
motion.
We talked about it, but never, the official motion was never made.
We all agreed that we were good with it, but
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Just need-
so do I have a motion to?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we accept and approve the well variance for 234A Partridge Hill Road as stated in the terms of discussion dated back to
October 8th.
October 8th, 2024.
can I second the motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. There, that's legal. Thank you. Next up is Flint Road landfill. Jim, do we have anything new? I know Gary's not here tonight, and I really haven't heard much as far as distressing news or anything else from you.
yes, Mr. Chairman, through you, I went there today. Mr. Burlingame was there finishing up for the fall mow, and I saw his truck on the top, so I stopped, he had the gate open, but he was off doing his thing. By the time I walked around, he was going the other way. And then I had a meeting at 1 o'clock, so I came back. But I talked to Gary, and Gary said that he was just finishing up these little things before the winter hit. So he had a few other things to do, but
Good.
I believe it looks good. Did a good job.
Jim, do you know if they ever took care of like the blowover trees? There was 2 or 3 of them that had kind of crossed, and there was talk that they were too big and for Bruce to handle. And there was discussion maybe Highway would go down with a loader and push them off to the side.
I don't know. I can check for you, but I'm right. I remember speaking
Yeah,
about.
I
I don't
remember
remember
that
seeing
discussion.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're pretty big. They were pretty big, right? And he was way too big for his chainsaws and stuff
Yeah.
to handle. So
Yeah, and it's probably a big project. The only reason I ask is because I think it's going to jam up an access road trying to get around. So if something, for
Mhm.
whatever reason, somebody has to get around this winter and the tree's frozen and
well, maybe this board should make a motion to have those trees moved.
well, I think what we had discussed was we were going to talk to Nick from Highway
Yeah.
Okay.
and have him go down with the loader and just push it off to the side.
Yeah, he's on vacation, but Highway's been very helpful in the office. As you know, during construction, they've come in and helped move stuff and all that. So
Yeah.
I want to openly thank Nick for allowing his guys to come over. So I'll talk to Nick, but he's on vacation this week,
Okay.
and I'll ask him at the board. Wanted to know if you could go in there. And you
Did
gotta
I-
be careful though.
The first question is, are there trees impeding the road?
I'll go and look,
Yeah.
and Gary should know right away.
Gary would probably know,
Yeah,
yeah.
and if not, I'll have Andrew fly the drone up, and we'll check to be sure.
Okay.
Saves a lot of walking, so
Yeah. All right.
it comes in handy. But
Yeah.
so, all right, trees down.
Anything else on Flint Road landfill?
We will be discussing the budget tomorrow. Gary has to submit to us the budget, so Andrew and I will sit down with Gary tomorrow. He has to come up with solid numbers so we can make sure we go to the town and make sure we have appropriate engineering funds for Gary to continue on with the monitoring, separate from the closure of the landfill, but the monitoring of 90 and all the wells that he's been testing and filtration system. He did wanted me to speak to Steve about He did do that test at the animal barn, and he's gonna come to the next meeting and give you his, findings.
I didn't think he'd have the results probably yet.
I don't think he does.
Yeah.
No. So, but he did do exactly what you wanted, and as soon as he gets the results, I said, why don't you hold off, don't tell me, just come in and see the board
Mhm.
and sit down and discuss the findings so the public can know also.
Yep.
Sounds good.
So he will, on the next meeting, Mr. Chairman, we'll have Gary attend if that's all right with you. It'll be
Yeah.
a December meeting, so hopefully he's not away or are we having a meeting in December? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to. If our schedules allow, yes. Anything else on landfill? No. Moving on then to PFAS. Nothing there either. Yes?
84, through Mr. Chairman, 84 and 87 Berry Corner Road were the two houses that did not connect to the water lines. Casella was mandated by DEP to test them for PFAS-6, and they both came back below the level of 20, but with detectable limits. It's the same with us. So they immediately provided bottled water and will be offering connection to the municipal water line for both homes.
And that is on the dime of Casella, correct?
They would be paying for it, yes.
Yeah, okay.
They want to be done with it, and they'd rather do the.
Okay, no,
connection.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
They just figured that a filtration system is fine, but along with the filtration becomes quarterly testing,
Right.
and that changes.
Mhm.
So it's something that goes on. So it's really, like Matt always says, the critical exposure pathways have been reduced by providing that bottled water, but it's also an inconvenience to the homeowner. And the filtration system is not the final. You still have to maintain it, and the filters cost money and stuff. So.
Are the homeowners receptive to getting
Well,
hooked up?
one of them, one of them wants his replacement, and he wants his filters paid for when he has to replace them. So that's something they're discussing. I'll forward you the emails.
Okay, sure.
So
Yes, Matt.
So, Jim, did you say 184?
No, 84 and 87 Bears Corner.
So what was an NOR that we saw for 184? Can we
it's
discuss
184 and 187.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think I said 84 and 87.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you didn't say 184.
No, it's 184, 187 towards. So the NOI
that? NOI.
notice of intent for
No, it was an NOR.
NOI notice of responsibility. Was that the one of Old Farm Road though? Old Town
No.
Road. I
No,
don't
it's Berry
remember.
Corner Road. And if
I'll
we
have to
shouldn't
look.
talk about it because it's not posted, I'm fine with
Yeah.
that. But it was an email that I saw.
The one I sent out so many. Let me check on it. So the NOR for Berry Corner Road.
Yeah.
Long ago.
Well, they did report, and this is just information that Casella did report the findings to the DEP, and they also indicated that they wanted to hook to the municipal water system, and would hope the board would support if they didn't want. I said, well, that's something that they had to, I believe they changed hands, the ownership, or something, because it looks like they're agreeing. But I'll look at that NOR. And you say it's for Berry Corner Road?
184.
184. Do you want me to look now and print it out?
Well, we'll talk
Okay.
about it the next meeting.
Okay.
Maybe we just put it on the agenda or
Yes.
whatnot, because we
Yeah.
have it under new business, but just so we
Good idea. I like it.
Okay. I'll make sure I have all that information ready.
Nothing else for PFAS?
Not at this time, no.
Sorry, we're going to just skip right into department head reports.
All right, so you, Mr. Chairman, I know I spoke to the board before about these purple air. These are the sensors that I'd like to put at 10 municipal buildings. It's a grant, and we have to have them up within 60 days. It looks like an oil cap almost, as you can see. And they need to have Wi-Fi and power. So we're going to put one on the front of the town hall, one at the library, one at police, fire, DPW, all municipal buildings, and then we'd like to put offer each school one, so the kids can actually, or the teachers would do it, because some of these kids too small wouldn't have it, because it connects to the Wi-Fi and it's a link on your phone, and it'll tell you exactly what's in the air at that time.
It's interesting.
You've seen these?
Do these have no, I haven't. Do they have a shelf life like a smoke detector? 10
I don't think
years
they
or something?
really know. I think they're limited life, and that they would end up replacing them. But I applied to this for a grant. It's general information because people always think that inside air, if you open the windows, the outside air is much better. But sometimes the pollen count and the quality of air due to fires. I mean, we had smoke in Charlton from Canada at one time.
Yeah.
So it'll give you an idea of exactly what the air you're breathing. It's just more for informational. None of this data is collected or stored or anything. It is generally for the public to just find out what you're breathing.
What are they testing for? Do you know? I mean, are there like certain things that they're
Yeah, general parts per million of that would be in the air,
Particulates.
smoke, particulates,
Okay.
pollen, air quality, basically. I mean, on a smoky, cloudy day, the air quality will change.
yeah.
And of course, depends where you put it. And we wouldn't want to put it somewhere where there's a bus idling and sitting in front of it. It would really. So we have to put these in a place that has not only power but connects to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but do you want to put it where the bus is idling?
No.
No.
You don't.
Well, that's where the kids sit for hours and hours, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You find out there's something like, wow, maybe it's something to be looked at.
Yeah. You don't want to put it out somewhere where it's just going to monitor open air or something, But
Put it in the men's room.
it would probably blow up. But anyway, so we'll get those up. They did call me today because it's 30 days in. I have 30 more days to get these up.
Otherwise, they're going to come and repossess them.
No, they just want us to be. They just want us to make sure that we didn't get them, apply for them, stick them in a room, and didn't do anything. with
Right.
them. So
And this
hopefully the schools are okay with it. I'll speak to Mr. LaMarche. I think I have to go to him and just ask him if they would take 3 of them and they'd put them up themselves. It only takes tie wraps. They plug in and they have to just quickly connect to the Wi-Fi in the school.
So would these be inside or outside?
Outside.
Outside.
Yeah. So it's
Outside.
They're outside air quality. Yep. So anyway, that's part of it. As you know, the office is being repaired, remodeled. There's a room put up. They did a good job. As Matt suggested, this carpet was pretty bad and a trip hazard. So we did go with carpeting also. It's been painted. It's going to look a lot better, a lot different, but I think it was due for an upgrade. As you can see, Kim's desk, we've cleared it off already because it's going to go in the hall. Howie's going to help me on Friday morning, and then they'll come and do the carpet, and it'll be done. So.
How old is the carpet? Do we know?
Matt, remember when they did this? You had
20.
just got, I think you had just gotten on.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I was going to say, I was here in 5th grade in 1978. I was
don't
looking
think
about
that's
the
what he
same.
was talking about.
It might have been a wooden floor back then.
I think it was a wooden floor back then because, but they're going to rip this up and take it out and put just a commercial carpeting. But like Matt said, it's been cleaned and then rippled and ripped and torn and it smells. It's, we try and vacuum it and keep it clean, but certainly it's improvement in the office. The wall actually in the room doesn't really, it looks like it's been here the whole time. It doesn't look too overwhelming. It'll give Kim over there the new desk, and Andrea has more room actually over here. So, but it's been painted, cleaned. We're getting more and more sharps. It's one thing that's increased our ability to collect sharps. Is we used to have it picked up once every 2 months, and now we got to do it once a month. And we used to have 2 containers, now we have 4. So we'll have to make adjustment in our budget for those, but the public needs somewhere to bring their sharps, so we certainly, we've been doing it for a long time, so it just looks kind of messy, so we're going to do something that hides that from the public, so. But as you can see, 4 containers filled pretty quick. So I don't know if anyone, can look around. They're going to finish the electrical as soon as we can get the chip in. Trying to get the chip in was a little bit difficult, so. But the electrician needs to get in there to bring up the rest of on the power line. I'll move my desk in here. I'll be able to do Zoom meetings and all my meetings without having to worry about interfering with Andrea, dealing with the public, shutting the office down, because sometimes we do, because we all have to attend, or if Kim and I are in a meeting, and Andrea,
Jim, I'm surprised you don't have a window on this side with like a curtain that you could close. That you can
actually there's a TV going on that wall.
Oh, is
It's
there?
not for, the TV will be for Zoom meetings
Yeah.
and for plans, because everything is on the computer now. And if the board wants to look at plan, come in, there'll be a huge screen there, that's a curtain, all the other departments had. Because we don't have paper copies of plans now, so you're looking for a well, you wanna find it, I'm getting old, my eyes aren't as good, so now I'm able to see and take a look at the plans easy, and on Zoom meetings, it's a lot easier, it's quieter in there. They did insulate it for sound, so it's not so echoey, and no sense building a room if you can still hear everything and
Yeah.
be loud, so. But it's moving along, and hopefully we'll be done by this weekend, so.
How'd the painting crew work out?
They painted, I let them in on Friday, and I let them in on Monday morning. They painted all day Monday.
This week
Yeah.
on the holiday?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Well, it was a perfect opportunity because we didn't have anyone here, and we really couldn't be in. They had to pull everything away, and it was still a mess in here, which we've cleaned up, and they did quite a good job. But they just need to put a lock on there, and then the town has to take a key, keep it for record, and keep it in the main collection of keys. So no one can just lock their own private office out with the town having a key.
Right.
So, which is understandable.
Yeah.
So. But other than that, we'll have to get these up. We'll have this office done. Molly will be on board if I'm sure Sturbridge will approve it. I should still go to that meeting and stuff. And remember, we still have Mary Carpenter downstairs doing a good job, dealing with a lot of issues and helping out people and helping our seniors in our population. So I don't want to exclude her, but she's here all the time. She does a great job. So.
Good.
That's all I have, Mr. Chairman.
Anything else from the board members before we decide the next meeting?
No, I don't have anything.
4 weeks, 5 weeks?
Gee, so
Is there anything time sensitive on for Gary that he needs to get in here for?
No, his engineering budget is just increasing because the cost of testing and stuff has gone up. So
Yeah.
Steve probably tell you, I mean, everything's gone up. So
we're at the 12th.
Yeah.
so that means it goes up for us.
2, 3.
Who's he used for a lab? then?
Third week is the third. Third, so it
It's in
means
Connecticut.
10,
Phoenix?
12, 7.
Yes.
17th.
I don't care either way. So
That's who he is. Too.
So 4
Very,
weeks.
very good to deal with.
He says they're very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you good with the 10?
Yeah, it's
They
probably
pick
better.
up. You give them a
Yes.
24-hour heads up.
Yes.
Tell them what time
Yeah.
they're at our door
Yeah, that's
picking.
fine.
send
I
them.
mean, either
It's
one
good.
will work
Yeah.
for me, but yeah.
Very good to deal with.
And I think with PFAS 6, I don't think Massachusetts has many labs that test that.
December 10th, Steve, are you good with that? And Jim?
I'm
December
fine.
10th.
My anniversary.
Is it?
Yeah. It doesn't matter. That's
Isn't
fine.
today your dad's birthday?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta call him when I get home. Thanks
Happy
for
birthday,
reminding me.
Mrs.
You
Sylvester.
you better remember your anniversary.
Yeah. Well, the next meeting.
Yeah.
We can't have a meeting on your anniversary, man. You're gonna blame it on us, and
No, it's
she's
fine.
gonna be mad at me.
Bring her.
It's
We'll
not
have
gonna
cake.
be bad. No,
Yeah, we'll have cake.
we're not gonna have cake.
I'll have my Australian nieces come out and have some cake, chocolate. Just saying.
So the 10th is good for
That
you?
is
Steve?
fine. Sure.
Okay. Jim? Andrea, maybe?
Kim will be here.
Kim?
I'll be here.
Okay. All right, so the next meeting then will be 6 o'clock, Tuesday, December 10th.
Through the chair, I'd like to make a motion that we adjourn.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Time is
6:29.
6:29.
6:29. Thank you, everyone.